I've got 5 minutes to answer the question, who is God? And our time starts now. Well, I thought we might begin this video by actually making a god, and I'm not brilliant at origami, but I'll give it a go. I think we just need a few folds of our paper, like so, and then we can kind of, I must admit I did pre-fold this earlier. Oh yeah, we're almost there, so there you go. We probably should make it a bit more realistic with some eyes like this, and a mouth, and maybe some ears. There we are, a homemade god. And it's a bit rubbish, isn't it? I mean, it's a bit of a stupid thing for a human being who's not very good at art to make something and then call it God. And I guess maybe that's what some atheists think that Christians are doing. We've made a god of our own imagination. I guess in the ancient world, they make it out of wood or clay. You can find examples like that in the British Museum. And I dream up God, or I make up some stories about a guy called Jesus, and then I worship something that I've made myself. That is actually really stupid. And the Bible agrees that it's stupid. Here's the passage from Psalm 115, one of the songs in the Bible. It's talking about other religions, the kind of religions where they do make gods with clay and stone. And it says this: their idols are silver and gold. Well, better than this one. But all the same, they are the work of human hands. They have mouths but don't speak, eyes but don't see. They've got ears but they don't hear, noses but do not smell. They've got hands but don't feel. They've got feet but don't walk. They don't make any sound in their throat. Those who make them become like them, and so do all who trust in them. That's actually a way of saying that if you worship something that's dead, in the end you will be like them. You will be dead. The Bible mocks idolatry, making up a god yourself. And that is because the true God is not a man-made God. Rather, it's completely the opposite way around. The true God is the God that made us. The God who gives us life and breath and everything. One of my favourite passages in the Bible is about an event that happened in 701 BC when the Assyrians, who were the superpower of the day, attacked Jerusalem, the city of God's people. And actually you can read about their attacks in the British Museum. There's some friezes commemorating it. Anyway, this guy called Sennacherib marches his army up to Jerusalem, and he taunts the Jews, saying to them, I've conquered lots of other countries, and they were religious countries. They all had gods that they worshipped, and those gods could not save them from me. So what makes you think that your God is any different? In other words, what difference does religion actually make when compared with all of my soldiers? That's the taunt. And this is how King Hezekiah replies as he prays to the true God. Truly, O Lord, the kings of Assyria have laid waste the nations and their gods, and have cast their gods into the fire. For they were not gods, but the work of men's hands, wood and stone. That's why they were destroyed. In other words, you've got a God like this. It's not that difficult to destroy it with fire. Oh dear. It's taking up my 5-minute timer. I know you know what fire looks like, but it's just fun to do it, isn't it? I mean, if you make up a god, then out of paper, then it's pretty easy for your god to go up in flames. Even if you can't put your god out. Hezekiah knows if you make up a god out of wood and stone, it's easy to burn that god. But he knows that his God, the true God, is different. His God is not a God that we made up. His God is the God that made us, the true God, the creator of the heavens and the earth. So he prays, now, O Lord, our God, save us, please, from his hand, that all the kingdoms of the earth may know that you, O Lord, are God alone. And it turns out that God did answer his prayer, and the Assyrians went back with their tail between their legs, and Jerusalem was spared. Who is God? The God who made the world and everything in it is the Lord of heaven and earth. He is the one who gives to everyone life and breath and everything else. And he calls us to turn from idols to serve him, because he set a day when he will judge the world with justice by a man he's appointed. He has given proof of this to everyone by raising him from the dead.